Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody, to Fuck You, We've Got Your Money, Suckers, the game.
Well, in this case, literally in every single sense possible.
Well, I guess at least the worst of the game is over.
It's about gambling.
Okay.
That's what you want.
So yeah, Shiroi, you wonder what Sazh has been doing all this time? Gambling.
Huh?
Yes.
Weird. Didn't he? I forget. Was there like some gambling motif with him going on in the previous game?
No, it wasn't. No, there wasn't. They come. Well, to be fair, they are going to give a good reason why he's gambling.
Yeah.
The problem is that the reason is incredibly no, Jova. The problem is that the reason is incredibly contrived and makes no sense. That's the problem.
Oh, so it's not the.
You'll see. You'll see.
Is it because of something that happened in the first game?
No. It has nothing to do with the first. Remember, Shiroi, the first game never happened at this point.
Yes, it did. They cleared because if the first game hadn't happened, then this wouldn't be happening.
But Jova, that's not how time works. Remember?
Well, Jova.
But Shiroi, remember, time technically does work that way in this particular universe because time mechanics are bullshit.
All right. Let's see how this all starts.
And we have this theme again.
Yeah.
I like the theme. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but it's fine, I guess.
Yeah, it's tolerable. I don't mind that. I don't mind this theme.
Sorry, Sazh, this is a wrong company. You don't get Namco tokens.
Hey, Sazh, shouldn't your son be with you or something?
You're getting somewhere, Jova.
You're getting some. You're getting
also,
somewhere.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Is his son being held for ransom or something?
There you go, Shiroi.
Oh.
Dang it! I was just about to say that, but yeah.
See the problem. So yeah, we're rehashing his arc in the first game. He's once again trying to get his son back.
Only this time it's more stupid, and it takes a lot of effort to make the arc of the previous game where Sazh tried to get back his son even stupider.
Let's see.
Congratulations, Toriyama. You never failed to impress.
Okay. So the trilogy
now he's explaining what happened exactly to him.
All right, here we go. Pay attention, Shiroi. This is what happened.
Sure. What's with this southern music?
That's Saz's theme. It's Saz's theme.
It's a southern motif that sometimes people use for the jive characters, as we call them.
Well, look
and yes, it's probably because he's black too.
Well, look at the bright side, Shiroi. It would be more stereotypical. It would be more stereotypical if they had an incredibly a gangster rap or some shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, hey, the nice music thing, that's a stereotype.
And there you go. A fucking black hole opens up for no reason and sucks them.
Right the fuck out of nowhere.
Don't you mean a wormhole?
I don't even know. They never explain what the fuck this is.
Also, what's up with this series of games and the characters' fetishes of trying to get each other's
It's a hole in space and time. Who cares?
And here we have the Time Lord. I'm not even kidding. This guy apparently has control over time because he can do this shit.
Basically, this is the owner of Serendipity, and it's kind of implied he has some kind of power of time control, but he just doesn't give a fuck about the timeline.
And before you ask, no, he will not be in Lightning Returns. This guy just comes in and then he disappears when Toriyama doesn't need him anymore.
Okay. So
and yes, a furry tale because. I don't know.
There are two possibilities for your future.
Also, what kind of accent is that?
Hey, wait a minute. Are they trying to make this guy Gambit or something? He's got a similar accent, yes.
Well, you think he has a French accent?
But at the same time,
let me listen to it.
it's also possible that he is not.
I don't know.
Sounds
Can you give me a time, please?
Yep.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
What?
Okay, sure. We're at 4 minutes and 47, 48, 49. Okay. Got a 5 or something.
You must gamble and win the possibilities you wish to see manifest, whatever they may be.
Yeah, that's starting flash.
Your future lies in your hands.
Also, those glasses.
If you wish to see your son,
all right, Shiroi. Any progress there?
you must win the possibility of a reunion.
There was progress until the mute button didn't go away. I'm at 510.
Okay, and click. There you go. But don't worry, Shiro, you didn't miss anything.
So,
Basically, this
Is there
guy
any
saying...
reason why this is happening?
You just lost it!
Hold on, Joe. I'll get to you. Basically, Shiroi, this guy, the owner of the casino has Sazh holding ransom, and he won't give it back to him until we win enough fortune medals. What are fortune medals? Basically, you win them at the casino games. You're probably wondering, why the fuck is he even doing this? Fuck if I know. Okay, Jova, your question, please.
Actually, never mind. Psycho Mick. I was gonna ask why this is happening, but I guess. Actually, no. I think I will ask. Does the game ever explain why these events are occurring, or is this just one of those one-off side story
Teo,
things?
you take it. I don't.
What do you mean by that, Jova?
He's asking why exactly is this even all happening exactly? Where did that whole come from?
Because they want. I guess I should be thankful that they at least try to say what was Sazh doing in this game. Because remember, Jova, in the beginning game, we don't get a single clue of what Sazh is doing. He's not present at the beginning. The only clue you get is a brief hologram that in 5 minutes has Sazh saying, "Oh, I'm somewhere doing stuff. Bye," and then he literally comes out the fuck out of nowhere during the ending, and that's
okay. Okay, I think I get it. So this is just a side story to show what the heck Sazh was doing all this time.
It's not bad in a sense of.
I told you that already, though.
No.
It's not bad in a sense of. It's not bad in a sense that it's a DLC that's about something that happens mid game and not something like say via a DLC ending, but still like. You get the character of Sazh, which was probably one of the few saving disgraces of the first game, and you reduce him to this pathetic, weird shit.
I think you mean saving graces, but yeah.
And no, before you ask, no, there's not even a single instance when you run into Noel and Sarah here. Even though even they have access to serendipity.
This is pretty much the Sazh show.
You think since he's stuck here, they will run into him.
Okay, so basically... Okay, oh.
Excuse me?
Excuse me, dude. Okay. So yeah, basically, like the game is telling us, we can either do serendipity poker. What's that? It's literally just poker. You know
there's only 3 games here.
No, actually, there's technically. Actually, no, never mind. Yeah, you're right. There's only 3 games.
Yeah, with the Sazh DLC, you can only do 3 things: roulette, Texas Hold'em, and
poker.
Yeah, no, Texas Hold'em and slot machine.
Yeah, basically, the game I'm gonna be mostly playing is the clock one. Because that's the only one that actually, to my knowledge, at least is original.
Yeah, it's a mix of roulette, but with its own rules.
Yeah, but whereas the other 2 are literally just slot machines and poker. Games that you can play on browsers.
So, is there like any form of stakes to, the actual gameplay, Michael? Because can you actually lose money like in real gambling too? Or is it pretty much just... Yeah.
Basically, he just gave you 10,000 coins. And he can give you more coins if you run out of them. However, as the game says right there is a limit to how many coins he'll give you. So basically, if you play like absolute shit, you will eventually get to a point where you cannot win this DLC, so you have to start all over from the beginning.
Is there like, say, a cutscene that's leads to a game over if you run out, or is it just you have to reset and it's basically just a game-breaking thing?
Not that I know of. I've never lost.
I don't know myself, so
I've never really gotten stuck in this DLC, so I never really got around to it. But whatever. Anyway, before we start playing the games, let's get to the story part of this DLC. Yes, because there's one backstory they bothered to cram it into this DLC for no reason.
So apparently they felt the need for us to be necessary.
Oh, Chocolina.
Let
me guess, it's her backstory we're about to figure out.
Yes, because we totally needed that.
It should be interesting, although I get the feeling it's...
Okay, Jova. Okay, Jova. Question: Do you remember?
Yes?
Do you remember? Back in the playthrough of the first game, where you tried to guess where the chocobo chick that lives on Sazh's afro comes from.
Wait. Are you telling me that? Are you telling me that Chocolina is the chocobo chick?
Teo, you say it. I'm too.
Oh my god! Did I just hit a bullseye?
At this point, kind of.
The game is gonna explain to you that like in a second anyway.
Well, not in a second. Remember, Teo, I have to gather all the chocobo chicks.
Alright.
Well, dang, sorry if I spoiled it for any audience, although how does the review go? Is it something that they build up to, or is it just something that's explained in a sentence?
Jova, honestly, after that shitty ending, and you think people are getting pissed by this plot twist?
Not to mention Jova, you know how my opinion on that kind of thing. If you don't want to be spoiled about stories of games, you shouldn't be watching a commentary of said game, honestly.
That is, unless it's your first experience and you want to figure out stuff about the game. I'm considerate about those sort of people. However, I do see where Tio's coming from in this regard, seeing as at this point the game has probably pissed people off.
Whatever.
Yeah. For games that are good, we definitely do not spoil. For games that are bad, well, unless the spoiler is something that's built up to or something that's spoiled by accident.
Well, the thing is, Jova, Chocolina's backstory doesn't even tie into anything. It's just thrown in here just for whatever. There's no real...
that's why she's returning in Lightning Returns, because she is the chocobo chick from... Well,
that's the thing, Jova. Her role in Lightning Returns is nothing more and nothing less than just being the side quest giver.
Isn't that kind of what she was here, only with merchandise?
Yeah, no, but that's the thing, Jova. In the Lightning Returns, she doesn't even have any actual, scene where we actually get to learn more about her or something. No, she's just there because I guess Toriyama couldn't think of anything else to do with her.
That said, I will give her this. I did like her theme that we just heard in that room. I'm assuming that's her theme.
Anyway,
her
side quest consists in collecting 6, I think.
6,
chocobo chicks. Yeah, they are scattered around the place, so they're really easy to find. They just give you these choices. You have to, and you just have to pick the correct one and get them following you and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, just to establish, Pedro, I remember you telling me in the first 13 game constantly that apparently the secret identity of that chocobo chick, the one where Sazh apparently joked about saying how it may be something to change the cosmos of the universe.
That's exactly it.
Is this the thing you were talking about?
Yes, this is it, exactly. Basically, Jova, later on, when she tells the backstory, she's going to explain exactly how exactly she became a human and shit. So, just look forward to that, I guess.
So, what exactly is so bad about her being the chocobo chick? It's like, don't get me wrong.
Well, first of all, she's annoying as fuck. Second of all, her dialogue is awful. Also, her voice is annoying.
Third, the idea is completely stupid on itself.
Ha! Get it? Afro-rific, because he has an afro!
So is there anything tying into the backstory that's even more annoying that pretty much makes the whole fan base guaranteed to hate her or something?
It's not just that. Her backstory is just plain stupid and makes no sense.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Anyway, basically for each chocobo chick that I find, she gives me a fortune medal, which, like I just said previously, you need to get the more fortune medals you get, the closer you'll be to finishing the DLC.
Wait a minute, I just realized something.
What?
She's in the place where usually that mystic is, so does this mean that she has the same power level as the mystic?
No. Again, Jova, she's just here because it would be easier to just replace her model, the mystic model, with the Chocolina model.
Yeah.
Really? So she doesn't have any special powers herself? She can just turn into a chocobo?
The only reason she's in here is for the sake of the designers avoiding more work.
Hey, Shiroi.
Okay, Shiroi. Basically, we found...
don't spoil it for her. Wait till... I want to see her genuine reaction when we get to it.
Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. Basically, Shiroi, we found Chocolina. And she gave us a side quest. And in return for that side quest, she will give us more fortune medals, which we need. The side quest ends upon finding all the lost chocobo chicks that are scattered around the casino. So let's look for them, shall we?
And I kind of called her backstory.
It's not all bad. Basically, if you happen to pick the wrong option, don't worry. Just keep picking options until you accidentally get the right one. I'm not even literally. You can just brute force your way through this. There's no thought
So
whatsoever.
there's no consequence at all?
Nope.
Yeah, that's sad.
See, I just proved it right here.
My God, this DLC is boring with its gameplay.
I know,
And that's
right?
saying something since I'm comparing it to the rest of this game.
To be fair, I do kind of.
The shit?
You do kind of what now?
I'll bring it up when we get to that part to that point.
All right then, I'll wait and see.
The chick appears to have found hope in Sazh's afro.
Yay! Afro jokes!
Basically, Shiroi, while you were gone, guess what? Chocolina's May said that if we would help her, it would be totally afro-rific. Get it? Because Sazh has an afro! It's funny,
That's not
Shiroi!
even a pun, that's just terrible.
Shiroi, it's supposed to be funny! Laugh, goddammit, it's funny! It's funny, please laugh at our jokes!
It's not punny. It's
Sorry,
not punny
Pedro, you're the
whatsoever.
only one. Sorry, Pedro, you're the only one laughing, and it sounds like it's from
Oh.
insanity as opposed to actual laughter.
Exactly.
Yes, that's sarcasm, Jova.
No. You see, Shiroi, in the case of Pedro, that's what we call going mad as all hell.
Well, can you really blame me? Like we've already established in the last part, we had us fans had to deal with this shit for 4 years.
Well, I'm a sort of a rookie Final Fantasy fan, so I guess I'm not used to the sense of crushing disappointment.
Well, of course. I mean, again, Jova, imagine... Okay, Jova, to give you an idea. Imagine if, you find these games to be even worse than Sonic 06, Rise of Lyric, all that shit, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, imagine if for 4 years, or even better, to put in this in a better perspective, imagine if Sonic Team released 3 Sonic games in a row, all of them this terrible as these games are. Pretty rough, right?
Terrible.
That would feel pretty rough, right? Well, now
Basically, imagine if Sonic Chronicles got 2 sequels.
It would taste the exact opposite of how delicious this Italian dish I'm eating right now tastes.
What dish are you eating, by the way?
Cavatappi Alfredo with tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes, mushrooms, and shrimp.
Anyway, basically right now we're looking for the purple chocobo chicks. Basically
Actually, it's red, I think.
Oh, they're red? Whatever, they're red or
Right,
pink.
red? But they all look yellow.
Oh, never mind.
You're right. There are different colors.
Never mind. I got ahead. I got ahead of the part. Never mind. We're still in this part. Never mind. I was just looking at some place earlier, so I kind of... Never mind. We're already halfway through, so don't worry.
Is this really all there is? Well,
keep in mind, Joe, but there's a lot of gambling that you're not going to see because, you know, I'm not going to put you guys through the same exact card game over and over and over and over.
I mean, seriously. Okay, so the main idea is to, like, build up your points, and yet you only give the players 3 games through an entire DLC quest to do that?
Yes.
Wow. You know... Just to reiterate, Square, you do remember the days when you, like, had complete areas, I mean, heck, entire maps dedicated to, like, at least 7 mini-games.
Let's
in the main game, nonetheless.
Yeah, the gold saucer, yeah. Let's just
Not just the gold saucer, but even Final Fantasy VIII at least had a better variety of mini-games, too.
Even backtracking to Final Fantasy VI with the Coliseum and the Price, what's the name?
And
let's also, let's just say the Skeleton Casino and Ni no Kuni did this whole card game thing a lot better, and yeah. Oh, that's the interesting thing, now that I think about it. The Skeleton Casino Ni no Kuni had a total of 3 different card games, and it also had slot machines.
Here's the thing, though. That thing was actually part of the main quest, and it wasn't exactly...
Well, no, actually it wasn't. It was a completely optional thing.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. I misspoke there. I meant to say it was part of the main game. You go,
oh, yeah,
it wasn't DLC you had to pay for.
No. There's no DLC. But basically, the way that happens when Ni no Kuni was first released in Japan on disc, eventually Level 5 added some extra post-game content on the PlayStation Network to download for free. And then when the game came out over here in the West, they just put that downloadable thing already on the disc. So basically, what we have is basically an all-around version here. And
how much did this?
And that DLC on the disc thing was also eventually released on Japan as a Ni no Kuni all-in-one edition.
Good old international releases. That's the one good thing I can think about when it comes to localization delays. We sometimes get the better versions of games.
Though to be fair, the post-game content was free to download anyway, so it's not like...
I get that, but it saves the trouble of having to download stuff because downloading can take up quite a bit of space.
True.
The more on the disc, the better in my case.
Oh yeah, totally.
So, shit, what was I about to ask? Well, yeah. If I can compliment this DLC one thing, the tone is at least better overall, and Sazh has some more interesting dialogue than the characters.
I know,
Makes
Jova.
me wish we had a whole game dedicated to him instead.
I know, Jova, but Toriyama hates him, so...
Also, am I the only one who notices that the Chocobo chick sounds a lot like Togepi?
Probably. It's probably taken from the exact same sound library.
Reminds me of how Rue's Hyena F is exactly the exact same hyena voice from Lady and the Tramp.
Hey Shiroi, look at the bright side. Look at the bright sside. We're saving cute birdies.
And
So
listening to good music,
so far,
I guess.
interesting about the game.
Well, hey, we're walking around listening to good music. Hey, it's like I'm listening to a playlist.
What is it, Shiroi?
I was also yesterday I was trying to rack my head around something positive I can take from this game, and I managed to find one little thing.
What is it?
What?
All the characters' hair is cool.
Well, yeah, of course.
That's something, right?
No. Despite despite how bad Nomura's character design was in 10 and 10-2, he has gotten better as the years gotten around. Don't get me wrong, he still has his quirks to him, like the belts and shit like that, and sometimes he does some really bad stuff, like the new Lightning outfit on Lightning Returns. But for Pedro, remember, with the Lightning outfit and Lightning Returns, that actually wasn't... And the character design, the character design in 15 is fine.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm actually want to dig a lot into the past. I don't even know if you know this. Have you played a Square-Enix game called The Bouncer?
Oh, that one, yeah, I know that. But again, that was back in his early days, so I've kind of moved on from that, so... Also,
Pedro, just to clarify, on Lightning Returns, he actually wasn't in charge of the character design. He was pretty much just told what
The only thing he designed are a couple of clothes,
No, he specifically said, and I'm quoting from his actual sentence, I worked on Lightning and Snow's new outfits, but that was it.
Yeah, he worked on them, but he wasn't even in charge of them, actually.
Well, but that's... so basically, yeah, and the thing is...
Even he wanted to stay away from that stinker as much as possible.
Well, can you blame him? I mean, they kept drawing him away from Versus 13, his pet project.
And then they ultimately kicked him away.
Well, actually, I think that was more so because he was the one that was appointed for the 7 remake. Not so much. He already said he trusted Tabata anyway, so I'm pretty sure. Not to mention, they work in the same place anyway, so I'm pretty sure Tabata was still able to consult with Nomura about getting the stuff that Nomura was envisioned properly. So I'm not worried about that.
Oh my god! You just reminded me how Square themselves.
Whoa!
What the shit?
The fuck?
Jeez,
Jova, have you dropped your...
Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Anywho, as I was saying, though, you reminded me of that time when Square said that they wouldn't really be making a 7 remake until they made a Final Fantasy product that could possibly actually surpass the quality of the original Final Fantasy VII, which makes me wonder if that's what they're actually aiming for in 15. Of course, there was
if there's one thing they've proven...
Well, I already told you that somebody from Square came out to say that
10 million
he wants the game to achieve the same impact.
Tabata said that. Yeah. Well, if there's one thing the Uncovered event proved is that the people involved definitely have a lot of confidence in the game they're making. So we'll see. We'll see how that turns out.
Oh, I know. It's just like when we're finally coming to that moment.
It's been approved by the people who made the good Final
Fantasy.
Yeah,
Sakaguchi and Uematsu themselves gave their blessing.
Oh, Alice is very happy with that fact.
Yeah.
Anyway, going back to what I was saying about...
by the way, Shiro, did you show her the Batwing thing?
Oh, she hasn't seen it yet.
But have you told her about it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Pedro, you know what'd be cool is if it can also turn into a boat.
Actually, we've already seen in the conference. We're gonna have our own.
It's
boat.
not the same car, but there are rideable boats.
Yeah, we're gonna have like a yacht. Modern world. So we're gonna have yachts instead of actual boats or sails. Well, makes sense.
Oh, so we're going $1 Million Slumdog Millionaire style.
After all, I mean, in 7 we also had a submarine. So.
Have you not seen? Have you not seen the trailers yet, Joker?
Pedro, 7 should not be questioned at all about the logic behind its vehicles, because the boat we use in 7 it's literally a plane reconverted in a boat.
Yeah, and like Linkara said very well in the Pokemon Forever review, why if your boat can fly, then what's the point of it being a boat?
Yeah. Anyway, basically, Shiroi, I have not seen...
Backstory. Hold on.
Shiroi,
pay attention. We're about to get the backstory. Fanfare.
I wasn't sure you had it in you, truth be told.
Yes, I wouldn't have it in me to run around the casino for a bit.
Get it? Color me impressed. Because rainbow colors.
Alright, here we go. So who are you exactly?
I'll think about it. But first, I have a question for you.
Alright, now she's asking me an actual question about the chicks with the various information to ask to see if we've been paying attention to what the chicks were saying. Who is the name of the chick that found hope in Saz's afro? That would be Slough.
So, like, if you answer the wrong question, does that mean she won't answer you?
I don't know, but I made sure to answer correctly to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Alright, I did what you asked. Now, will you please tell me who you are?
Get ready, Shiroi.
I know you answered all of my questions.
I
but
did.
I never promised anything in return.
Is she to these little chocobo what Takal was to the little Chow?
Hold on, Shiroi, hold on.
You wish, Shiroi, you wish.
Wait. Oh, really?
Yeah, even Sazh is like, really?
Hey, here it comes. I think.
Wait.
Possibilities come together. All sorts of things can appear in different shapes or forms. Underneath it all,
This song is very familiar.
When are they gonna get around to just
it's the Chocobo theme,
it?
Shiro. It's a remix of the classic Chocobo theme, Shiro.
Okay.
That bosses me around, orders me to do things. I had a pretty good idea who you might be.
When I got washed away by the waves of time, I made a wish. I couldn't do anything as a tiny little chocobo. I was completely helpless.
It's so stupid. Gee, when you say that, it sounds absolutely retarded.
The goddess gave me this body that allows me to exist everywhere. I realize this is just a costume.
Really awkward costume.
Born from a
The goddess has a really sick sense of humor.
And now she's disappearing, yay!
Too bad I don't care.
Hey, wait! I said wait! Don't you leave me!
Oh, fuck you!
Bitch!
It's not funny!
So there you go, Shiroi. She's the she was a Chocobo chick who used to belong to Sazh, and now she's this.
Actually, Shiroi, she is the Chocobo chick that belongs to Sazh.
Why? Because wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Yes.
Basically, Shiroi.
So
basically, Shiroi, for all we know, she could be those Chocobo chicks' mother.
Also, her voice is a cartoon sound effect because it's funny. I don't. This
so
guy,
there you go, Shiroi.
This isn't even a cartoony game.
This game's complete inability to succeed at anything. Okay, now I just cut into the game. Okay, basically, here's how Chronobind.
Actually.
Don't worry, I'll explain. Here's how the Chronobind game works. Basically, you get dealt a bunch of cards, And what you do is you cast like up until a very certain number of cards. Like for example, right now I have 9, so let's show that. There you go. And I had the highest card, so I won, which means that I can move the time clock. And whoever moves the time clock more, they can eventually take away all the coins that have been bet, basically.
Interesting.
Like right now.
So yeah, Shiroi, you remember that cute little chocobo chick we saw in the original Final Fantasy XIII and pretty much has been with Sazh in his hair?
It talks now.
Well, that chick's gonna go on to be that scantily clad woman, Chocolina.
Because why the fuck not?
Can we shoot
And now Sazh glows.
Alright, allow me to mention something. If you manage to have a card with the exact same number that the clock hand is putting to, you will win regardless of anyone having a higher value than you, except of course unless they also have a card with that specific value.
Interesting. So, is there ever a story reason as for why the owner of this casino is willing to refund you with chips for as much as possible?
Nope.
Because he's a master troll.
Yeah.
Does he ever even explain it?
I can imagine.
Does he ever even explain why he kidnapped Dodge in particular,
Teo.
or why he wants a ransom
Teo.
when he clearly owns the money in the first place?
Why is Sazh wearing a mask?
Teo. He's...
Huh? Oh my god, he is.
Teo.
Yes.
He's still asking for explanations. What do I do?
Let me check the wiki. Buy me some time.
Okay.
Good idea.
I'm literally doing whispering. Okay, watch. That's how bad this game is.
I wish I was. I wish I was playing Yokai Watch right now. Actually. Anyway, we won 5 fortune medals.
How many fortune medals do we need?
I didn't count them. Basically, just keep getting medals until you win.
Oh, so you have to win fortune medals. So it's not just a matter of getting coins, it's literally fortune medals.
No, well, the thing is, Jova, you get a fortune medal for each chocobo chick you save, and you get like a good number of fortune medals depending on how well you did at the card games.
Oh, that's nice. So, I guess we're just about at the end.
Basically, get good at the card games and you'll gain a lot of fortune medals. And that's it. That's pretty much the DLC right now. We're done.
So, let's get our son back and get out of here.
So, Shiroi, would you say this is worth £5?
$5? Wait, £5.
$1.50.
Well, in here it cost like €7 when it first came out, I think.
That's probably £5 then, I guess.
Oh, hi. Hello. Hello, little Chocolina.
And now Dodge is here.
That probably makes it about $8-9.
All right, so yeah,
Yep. That's $7.13 over here.
My problem.
Is it?
My problem with this particular reunion thing is that this only works if you've played the first game. And even so, honestly, at this point, it's too late.
I was going to say who would play the sequel
and
before the first game, but I do that all the time.
Go ahead.
Surprisingly enough, Jova, you actually get something from this DLC after you finish it.
Yeah. Okay.
Really?
An achievement.
Okay, no,
actually, no. Surprisingly, no.
Basically, Shiroi, you know how we've had various Pokemons to use for our party? If we finish this DLC, we get to use Sazh as one of our Pokemons.
He's probably the best synergist of the entire game, so it's worth for that.
Basically, Sazh becomes a third party member that we can use as if he was a Pokemon.
Shoot, why didn't you show that off? That would have been nice.
Don't worry, Jova. It's just him doing the exact same moves and attacks he did in the first game. There's nothing really all that special about it.
I know, but Sazh is one of the better things of 13. More of him is better in my book.
I know, Jova, but keep in mind, this is a new game I'm playing. I only got to DLC now, so...
Oh, right. Wait.
Probability and shit.
Wait.
I completed.
You have to play for the main game to play the DLC.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Acknowledges, but the timeline has gone to shit.
It's not that job. It's just that I only started recording the DLC after I recorded the main campaign. So by this point, there was no need in having Sazh in my party. So I'm trying to do this by the order that the things came out. So.
The world is gonna end. You're downright crazy if you think people are gonna keep gambling at a time like this. There's gotta
Dude, have you been to the Lotus Casino? People gamble no matter what.
Okay, for the sake of, basically, Shiroi, he's explaining the situation about Kaya's and the time being at threat to Sazh, and that's what.
The problem is he just doesn't care.
And this is what prompts Sazh to take his airship and go there to help Sarah and Noel, and that's why he's there at the climax.
Nice. Actual explanation. Okay.
I just kind of wish this was actually in the main campaign.
I agree. This should have been in the main campaign. No, I'm not impressed. I'm just saying, it's good, I guess, but it should have been in the main campaign. Yeah, actually, come to think of it, if Sazh can be a third-party member, why didn't they make all the old members from the old Final Fantasy XIII game possible?
That's what the other DLC is for.
Yeah, basically,
so you can get lightning, snow,
and snow.
The only freeze you cannot get are Hope, Fang, and Vanille, and it boggles me, especially for Vanille, because remember, well, Pedro didn't show it, but in the first game, Vanille is the only one who possesses the death spell, and in this game I checked, every single enemy has some kind of resistance to the death spell, but you have absolutely no one who casts it. So my guess is that Vanille was planned to have this treatment too, but was ultimately scrapped for some reason.
So it's about a dummied out content.
My theory there is that it got to a point where they couldn't really make more DLC, so they had to start working on Lightning Returns.
Why didn't they just make it part of the main campaign?
Because these developers are retarded, Jova.
Like, Jova, remember that scene where Fang and Vanille had Sarah getting out of a dream?
Yeah.
Why didn't Bear said some shit like, "Oh, by the way, we'll give you our spirits so they can help you in battle"? That would have justified.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah, but nope.
So again,
that's
silly me for trying to search logic in this kind of shitty game.
So yeah, that was Heads and Tails. So did you like it? I hope you liked it.
Oh, are you gonna at least
it was pleasant, but it, like Jova said, it should have been a part of the main campaign.
Except with the Chocolina part.
It's like I'll put it like this. For me, this is actually the best part of the entire 13-2 game so far. And that's not because I'm saying that it's good, but only because it's the best thing. Because, like, well, for one thing, it has Sazh. It's the best of a
bad situation.
But surprisingly, the dialogue here doesn't feel nearly as preachy as the rest of the game has, and it at least feels like there's at least a point that's focused on. So this is one of the only times where it feels like a proper RPG, and we don't even battle.
Glorious.
Ouch.
Anyway, everybody, that was Heads and Tails. See ya for the Coliseum.
All right, then.
See ya.